A huge welcome to everybody. This is our game of the week. Tremendous buzz in the stadium. You can feel the energy building. Fan base is looking forward to this one, and we're right there with them. We've been tracking this matchup for weeks, thinking about a possible top 5 collision. Both teams have done their part, and now here we are. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Syracuse will kick it off to get us underway. And the kickoff will be returned. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Quick throw, testing the middle. Looks downfield and connects with a wide-open wide receiver. They bring him down, but an explosive play by this offense. Big gain.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or 2 guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now. The football placed exactly at midfield. And the quarterback dropping back. Looks over the middle, and that's complete. Finding some room at the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot, but I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
Football comes out. Defense grabs the football. It's a turnover.
I get being upset about the ball, but let's not ignore how big of a hit that was. Sometimes you just have to give credit to the defender for making a great play.
So they take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn that ruling on the field. And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Receiver makes the catch. And they stop him just short of the end zone. The offense set up with a 1st and goal now.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after the catch. He's essentially a running back playing at that slot position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
The Blue Devils will line up now. It's 1st and goal. The offense with some pre-snap motion. 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in. And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Duke. Sam Van Cunningham, Bo Jackson. That's a play that legendary running backs have made.
And let's not forget Herschel Walker. Yeah, that's right. You're thinking of old school running backs. It's very rare to see backs go up and over at the goal line. It's refreshing. Nice to see.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jones. They tackle him at the 9. That's good coverage. They should have left the ball in the end zone. We'll see what the offense can do with poor starting field position. They're going to run it here. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on 1st down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Interesting play call here. 3rd and short inside their own 20. They want to get this drive going, or a punt could give the opponents excellent field position. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Ross. Breaks a tackle into the clear. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him.
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Orangeman. Aren't you taught on defense, Kirk? Don't let him throw the football over your head. Exactly what happened there.
That makes me really wonder if it was some kind of miscommunication. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I pull my defensive backs over, make sure everybody's on the same page and getting the right calls.
Returner decides to field it. And they've got the returner corralled. Blue Devils offense heads back out onto the field now. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or will the defense come up with a stop? Goes to his right side there for the completion. They bring him down after a short gain there. Important second down play coming up. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He's found some room at the 45. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Pass complete for a first down. The offense gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, the defense brought the blitz, but the quarterback not only recognizes it, but knows where to go with the football. Finds the back out of the backfield and picks up a first down.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And the pass is incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Looking to scramble. Quick throw to his receiver. Incomplete for a third straight play.
Boy, this is all about the defense here. Nice stop here on third down, but really it's about trying to get this offense behind the sticks. Once you get them behind the sticks, you can mix up your coverages, really affect the quarterback's eyes and disrupt the timing and the rhythm of what the offense is trying to do. Now we've got another big fourth down coming up.
Their catch made at the 15-yard line. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. They punched it into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop them this time. Runs through the defender. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
It's a solid run, gives the offense a first down and a new set of downs. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. Looking for the wideout. And it's incomplete as he just overthrew his receiver that time.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Breaks loose at the 40. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
Boy, this offense does such a great job of putting the threat of the quarterback and the running back on this defense. It puts the defense in a tough spot because it's really hard to take both away. This time, the quarterback gets out and shows you the speed he has as well.
And he's able to find some running room. Nice pickup.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the fourth quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
And he'll loft it to the end zone. Caught near the goal line. He makes it to the end zone. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Boy, we see more and more of this in college football. You get the right guy in that slot that can win the one-on-one matchups. You take some chances. Here they got the matchup that they wanted and hit it for the touchdown.
BAT is good. They go up a touchdown, 14-7. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. And they begin to click now. Pressure is coming. They pressure it and get him. The loss back to the 7-yard line.
I like how this defense is bringing pressure from all over the field. And that's the key in putting together a good defensive strategy. On this play, it came from the outside linebacker, and he gets to the quarterback.
And he's going to float this one to the right side. The catch is made for a huge pickup. That's a nice gain to move the sticks here as time runs out in the first quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Takes the handoff. It's Simon. Nowhere to run up the middle.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get anything going there.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Runner finding some space there. That's a solid gain on the ground. And the Blue Devils will come to the line to run the hurry up. Can he get there on the ground? The game picks up the first down, tackled at the 37.
Well, it's a nice job up front by the offensive line, but give the running back an assist for setting those blocks up before he's able to get downfield for the first down.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. He's moving out of the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. Looking to pass this time. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. Not much on the return, but that's an important takeaway. Sets up the offense at the 34.
Boy, great hands by the defender to take that ball away and pretty much steal it from the intended receiver. I don't know if I'd be targeting that defender very many more times.
First play of the drive, to come out throwing. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's going to take another shot right here. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Oh, my gosh, Chris, a missed opportunity to your best receiver with that speed. I'll tell you this, I'm shocked that he actually overthrew. If anything, I'd expect him to underthrow a fleet-footed receiver like this, but he must have anticipated that his receiver could go get it and just misses him.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Looking for his big tight end. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. And he's wrapped up after a solid return.
Really nice job of mixing up the looks here by this defense. Sometimes man, sometimes zone. They fool the quarterback here completely, and he throws the pick.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
And I am so impressed with the athletic ability and speed of this defense. Quarterback does a pretty good job of keeping the play alive, scrambling off to his right, but that defensive speed and their aggressive nature get to him.
He's got a receiver wide open here. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. And he's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. They're not going to get him. He's in. Touchdown, Blue Devils. He just breaks away and takes it to the house from distance. That's an elite running back type of play.
You know, when he got out into the open field, I didn't know if he had the speed to take that thing all the way to the house, but he does. That's next level speed.
Kicking team on now for the extra point. Oh, and it's blocked. Oh, and they picked it up. After the block PAT, the special teams coach hoping for better execution here on the kickoff. He'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Gets it to the 25-yard line, and that's where they'll start the drive. Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And he's got his man open downfield. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. And looking to throw now on 1st down. Rifles this football to the left. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, Orangeman. Still no answer for this offense.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the extra point was up and good. Now they get set to kick it away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. So the Duke offense heads back out onto the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn on the early going here. Both offenses scoring touchdowns their last possession. Picks up the first, looking for more. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a 1st down.
Man, is he pretty to watch run this option. He is so dangerous with the threat to run or to throw. This time he keeps it himself, and you can see how much ground he eats up with that kind of speed.
1st down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? From the shotgun, it's a handoff. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable 3rd down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that. That's the 2-minute warning here before halftime as the offense tries to cut into this lead.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play. That's a nice pickup there. They find some space in the zone and pick up the first down.
Yeah, really nice call here, Chris, to be able to pick up this first down on this drag route. The quarterback does a nice job of being patient, waiting for that window to open up in that zone, and he put it right on the money for the receiver to have a chance to not just catch it, but eventually get the first.
They'll crank up the tempo here with the clock ticking down. Second down. The shotgun handoff here. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle made after a big gain.
How about setting the edge there on the right side of that offensive line? I wouldn't be surprised if they keep going back to the well, pounding it behind that right guard and right tackle and tight end, seeing what additional damage they can do.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. Defense is coming after him. Pass ball is incomplete, but the defense may have jumped.
What I always love to see on these offsides call is when they're always pointing at each other. Well, you know, he did it. I didn't do it. Put it on him. Well, we know this time it's on the defense. They're going to make the right call.
Let's it fly to the wideout. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Not much on the return, but they snuff out the drive with the takeaway.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least a field goal. They got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
They don't pick up much. They do avoid the safety, but no breathing room.
That back just had nowhere to go. Got to give credit to the defense and their run fits on that play.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. And here's the handoff. And that's going to be a safety.
Man, that is a big-time play by this defense, and the only way they can score points without getting a turnover. That should give this team a spark.
So after the safety, it's now a free kick coming up. They'll punt it away from the 20. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Blue Devils will kick this away to get the second half going. Bringing it out, it's Jones. And he gets it out to the 28, tackled right there. So the Syracuse offense heads back out onto the field. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Cannot escape that ferocious pass rush. It's a sack.
Well, let's face it. They dug themselves a hole in the first half, but I'll tell you what. They're coming out with a new look and a new energy here to start the second half.
After a first down loss, it's second and long from the 23. Looks to his left and makes the completion. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
Looking to throw it on first down. Here's an easy completion to the back out of the backfield. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Second down after that completion. Quarterback looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
There's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Syracuse.
Well, what a job by the offensive coordinator going to that 5 wide receiver set, creating the one-on-one matchups, finding the most favorable matchup, and then going to that receiver for the score.
The offense is out there. Here comes a 2-point conversion attempt. There's some pre-snap movement, back in motion. A pop pass on the jet sweep. And he'll make it into the end zone to increase the lead even more.
So they decide to run it in on the 2-point conversion, and it turns out to be the right call. Put 2 up on the board.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the return from inside the 5. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. They get him down, but he found a good lane in that return. So the drive starts with pretty decent field position. Blue Devils offense heads back out of the field now. That costly red zone interception the last time out. Let's see if they can recover from that error. Fires it to the wideout. That's the 3rd pick tonight thrown by this QB. Going the other way, can they stop him? It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete that time, just out of reach of the receiver.
That is an ill-advised pass right there. Falling away from his target, throwing the ball off his back foot.
Here's the second down play. The back's got it. And they tackle him, but a nice pickup on that running play.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave him a chance at a really nice gain.
They're going to throw for it on 3rd and short. Makes the catch. Can he get in? And he scores. Touchdown, Orangeman. Well, no surprise for offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
And they tack on the extra point. And the return starts just inside the end zone. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. Duke's offense heads back out onto the field now. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Breaking free at the 35. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Whew, how about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here, and he's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And he'll set up to throw. Short connection to the tight end here. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Well, the defense loads up to show blitz, and anytime they bring that kind of pressure, the quarterback knows he's got to be able to get the ball out of his hands quickly. Nice job of locating the tight end for that first down.
He's moving out of the pocket. Lets it go quickly. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight.
Love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender when he throws the interception.
Here comes the Syracuse offense back on the field. This group has been clicking. They've really built momentum. Can the defense make adjustments? Come up with a stop here. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
They'll bring him down after just a short pickup.
Well, the defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
A tough situation for the offense. 3rd and long from their 25. Let's see if the defense brings some heat here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. The senior tries to take a shot, but overthrows his man.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this 3rd down and long, but when you're so far behind the chains, boy, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
But he's got some space here. And the returner brought down by the...